A lot of new players might find themselves confused about the Dragon's Dogma 2 pawn system. This unique system was also found in Dragon's Dogma 1, but there are major improvements and streamlining that not only make pawns easier to create, but they are now much easier to use and perform way better as companions. Pawns are mysterious companions sent through the rift, solely devoted to serving the Arisen, which is you, on their journey, assisting you in combat and giving you guidance along the way. These companions are essentially AI that behave certain ways and gain knowledge as you encounter quests and enemies. If you wish to play the game solo, it is entirely possible, but pawns are a huge part of the series and combat is balanced around a party of 4. So for your early playthroughs, it's recommended to bring at least one pawn along with you. Your party is made up of 4 people, including you, the Arisen, your main pawn, and 2 secondary pawns. Your main pawn will always be available to you, and you can customize them however you choose. This includes what they get to wear, what weapons they have, their vocation, personality, and even their entire appearance. You're basically creating an entire second character, but they are entirely controlled by AI. The 2 secondary pawns in your party are actually other players' main pawns, which you can hire to your party. Hiring pawns allows their creators to gain rift crystals, which have different uses, like purchasing cosmetic items and hiring higher level pawns. The higher the pawn's level, the more they cost to recruit into your party. But as you gain experience and levels, pawns of the same level start costing much less. So if you're low on rift crystals, make sure to go for pawns at or below your level until you earn enough to go for higher level pawns. To achieve this, you don't really have to do much on your part, since when resting, your pawn appears to other players to hire. Your main pawn will still be accompanying you, but perhaps someone out there is also using them as a secondary pawn. To get your own main pawn hired more often, look into equipping them with good gear, better weapons, upgrading their equipment, and making their appearance more pleasing or unique. To achieve this, you can create your pawn based on other video game characters, movie characters, or outfit them with striking garments. My point is, think to yourself if you would hire your own pawn if you saw it in the rift. However, you shouldn't worry about that too much, since the primary focus should be if you like your own pawn. This only really counts for random people hiring your pawn. Alternatively, you can join Dragon's Dogma communities on Discord and Reddit. There's usually dedicated pawn hiring sections where you can advertise your pawn. People from those communities find it very enjoyable to rent people's pawns, regardless of how low level they are or their appearance and equipment. They'll gladly use your pawn and net you a good amount of rift crystals for you to use, and may even gift you good equipment or items for your pawn to use. Keep in mind, players in your friends list can hire your pawn at no cost, so even if they are very high level, you can still bring them with you in early sections of the game and have them basically do all the work if you want. Aside from rift crystals, your main pawn also gains knowledge when rented. When doing quests in other players' worlds, encountering enemies, or new places, your pawn learns and brings that knowledge to your world, where it can proceed to guide you through an area, show you how to tackle a quest, or effective strategies to take down a new enemy. The same is true for pawns you rent, as they will gain the knowledge of where you bring them and what you face, so that their Arisens will also be assisted. It is highly recommended to play the game in online mode. The best part is that you won't need an Xbox or PlayStation subscription to have access to these features. Be sure to drop your pawn IDs and their description in the comments so that I and other viewers can see your pawns and hire them upon the game's release. I hope this video helps you make and choose your pawns.